Hey everyone, welcome back to the Reptile Room. Today we're going to talk about the fish update. Alright, there's some lights. We're going to shut this tank down because we've got some blackbeard algae. And there's no real way to get it out. I've tried the C-Cam Flourish and just overdosing, but I don't want to kill anything, and we don't have any plants that are soaking it up. So we have some pearl gouramis. We've got the dwarf yellow honey gouramis. There are some fancy guppies, of course, and we got our bettas. So we are going to shut this down. I'm going to get rid of I'm probably going to let these sponge filters, both of them, fully dry out. Same thing with all this, but over here, you see like all of this is all blackbeard algae, and I've scraped it off. We've definitely cleaned it and scraped it, but it just keeps, see on that intake there, it's just, let me bring you over here. Just all over it. So, like the tank, like the fish, so we're gonna set them up outside in the tub the pond that I pulled out of Ronnie's enclosure. Let me go show you that. So we moved the pond out here, the tub. It's a 50 gallon, 40 gallon, something like that. Holds a lot. And we've got the guppies moved here from downstairs, and we are going to start netting out all of the fish from the 75 gallon tank and putting them in here temporarily while that tank dries out for a little while. So as you can see, we started to clean out the fish tank and try to get the blackbeard algae out of there. So we moved everything out into the tubs as you've just seen. So we had a series of unfortunate events, and that is also why we're kind of standing down here, and you'll see why here in just a few minutes. But we had a series of unfortunate events. So we got everything moved out, drained the whole tank, all the fish were good. Everybody was happy in the tub where we left them for a little bit, took a break. And we hadn't really had any gouramis jump and whatnot in or out of our tank. You could always hear them come up and smack the surface, so I wasn't really thinking about putting a lid over that. So unfortunately, a little bit later, we went outside and found that almost all of the gouramis had just jumped out and baked on the back deck. So that was unfortunate event number one. And then, so we put a netting over top of it, actually a metal mesh for like a screen door, but a metal version. I don't recommend using that. So stuck that on there, super temporary, like for the night, because wanted to, move the fish again and try to get them taken care of. Clearly didn't want to lose any more. So I woke up the next morning and we had a raccoon poking around, and it had pushed the whole mesh netting down in there, and fish were up on top of it and dead, and it was just everything that could go wrong that you would, a raccoon issue. Geez, I guess, yeah, keeping them on the back porch for a night wasn't maybe the best idea, but I wasn't really, live in kind of a city area. Had seen raccoons run around, but didn't really think anything of them trying to get up in there in that. So, lessons learned there. So after that, we just decided no more fish. So every fish that lived is still here. However, I moved the 75 gallon in the stand. It's gone. Same day, all of this kind of happened. I was pretty much over fish at this point. Keeping fish for me in the past has always been, it's a lot of work. Like, clearly this reptile stuff is a lot of work as well, but I really, really enjoy the work on this a lot more than fish. So I like fish in the little ponds and tubs as we're able to keep them. And actually that's where a few of the lone survivors, we put the two bettas were still alive, and we had two honey gouramis, the dwarf honey gouramis, and we had maybe maybe an Angelicus loach or two, and I netted those out. All the guppies I just put in the back pond. You know, we'll deal with them later. Guppies are hardy. They never die, and that's kind of why I don't really like guppies at this point anymore. So we stuck down in the basilisk enclosure. As you're seeing now, you see our female, the female fish, betta fish, geez, lost my words. Female betta fish is still in there and doing very well. And then you see the honey gouramis come in and out, and they have gotten along. You will not see the male betta. He went to a good place apparently, found no bodies. However, there was a very fat male basilisk in here. So, you know, that is the risk of putting them in here, that they are fish eaters and they will catch them. And if they are big and flashy and kind of slow moving, I'm really honestly surprised that the female betta is still with us. So that's where they are, and the pond outside is full of the guppies, and there's actually one pearl gourami, and we put it out there as well. Unfortunately, the pond is kind of green, or I would show you that. You can't really see in there. So, you know, had a couple other projects coming down the pipeline too, and maybe we'll go out and take a look at those. So don't forget about the giveaway. If you go over to Patreon and become an entry tier, you're entered in that, and I will pick somebody August 1st. And my reasoning for going to Patreon is that I will have all of your information to contact you and just send it out. I won't have to message anybody through YouTube and try to hope that they get it and make sure they get it in time, you know, so that's why I'm doing that. You know, don't forget to enter the giveaway. Don't forget to enter the giveaway. Here is the pendant. Again, this is Ronnie's leg shed skin, and this pendant's pretty cool. You know, just rock it out. No one else will have a piece like it at all. I guarantee it. There was the update on the fish, unfortunately. So now that you know that, I want to show you the critters having a little bit of a feed. We got the male basilisk who came down and ate a little bit. We have the Sudan plated lizard who doesn't make an appearance too often, but she's still doing really well. So yeah, check this out coming up. enjoyed this video. You see the little lady over here. She is a little bit creeped out. So if you guys like this video, and she's gone. If you guys like this video, join me for the next one, and we'll continue on. Till then, we'll see you.